What is up, Division 2 agents? This is Gamer for Life back with another Division 2 build video. In today's video, I'm gonna be going over a full-on 2.1 million armor tank build that also has 6 skill tiers for our skills. Now, originally, I wanted to make an extremely safe build for heroic content for new and returning players to take advantage of the events going on this week, which we will get into in a moment. And while this build will absolutely do that, when I did run Lincoln Memorial on heroic to test this build out, this build not only got me through it with ease, but it got me through it in record time. My own personal record time, that is, the fastest I have ever gotten through this mission. So I definitely want you new and returning players to please take advantage of this extra power we have for the next few days. And for anyone who's been wanting to do legendary content, maybe do a solo legendary mission, but you just couldn't quite get over the hump of fully completing one as a solo player, then this is also your time as well, my friends, because these events even makes legendary so much easier. Let's take a look at the events going on to see why these next few days should be the easiest time to farm in Division 2 history, getting through some of the toughest content this game has to offer. So you can see with the Tech Overdrive, it gives us +3 skill tiers, plus 50% skill damage, 50% skill duration, 25% skill health, and 25% skill haste. And this is what is allowing us to be a full 2.1 million tank build while still having 6 skill tiers. But not only that, we do have a global event, a new global event, one that is from Division 1. Of course, they are celebrating the 10-year anniversary of Division 1, and one way they are doing that is by bringing some of the Division 1 global events to Division 2. So this is a brand new one to the Division 2, and it's called Assault. And we can see it says there, thanks to an experimental new build of SHD's target acquisition software, agents deal increased damage at close range. And of course, when we take a look at the details, we're testing an improvement to Shade Tech's rapid target analysis algorithms that should help with close range targeting. While this test branch is active, you'll deal increased damage at close range. And my friends, this increased damage is insane for your guns and for your skills. So this is a perfect global event to have a full-on tank build. So let's go ahead and get into the build. Alright, so we do have the Chill Out Mask, which is a Hela Guard brand set, which gives us plus 5% total armor for the brand set bonus, rolled with max armor, crit damage, and 2 crit chance mods. And then to help out with even more armor, we do have one piece of Uzana Getica, which gives us plus 5% total armor for the brand set bonus, rolled with max armor, skill damage, and crit damage. Then we do have 3 pieces of Brazos, which the brand set bonuses gives us plus 10% skill haste, plus 1 skill tier, and plus 50% magazine size, helping our gun out. I wanted that magazine size because the base capacitor mag is 40 and I wanted it to be at 60. In these pieces, the holster is rolled with max armor, crit chance, skill damage, gloves, max armor, skill damage, crit damage, and then the chest piece rolled with max armor, crit damage, crit chance with a max crit chance mod. And the talent is Obliterate. Critical hits increase total weapon damage by 1% for 10 seconds, stacks up to 20 times. And for the backpack, we are running with Memento, the absolute best backpack for this type of build. Gives us all 3 core attributes, max weapon damage, armor with a skill tier, with a max crit chance mod. Now the talent is kill confirmed. Enemies you kill drop a trophy on death. Collecting trophies provides both a short and long-term buff, the first of which scales with the number of core attributes equipped and lasts 10 seconds. 5% weapon damage, 10% bonus armor, and 5% skill efficiency. For every trophy collected, gain an additional 1% weapon damage, 1% skill efficiency, and 0.1% armor regen for 300 seconds. maximum is 30 stacks. So when we get full stacks, we will have an extra 30% weapon damage, 30% skill efficiency, and 3% armor regen. And for any of you newer players not familiar with skill efficiency is basically all of your skill attributes roll into one. So 30% of skill efficiency would be equal to 30% skill damage, skill haste, skill duration, all of that beautiful stuff that are helping our skills out. And since we do have a skill tier on the Memento, we have a skill tier with the brand set bonus from the Brazos, and we also get a skill tier from our specialization. That gives us 3 skill tiers to go with the 3 skill tiers we get from the tech drive, allowing us to roll our core attribute into whatever we want. And of course, with all that extra damage we're getting from the Assault Global event, I opted to go with all armor cores. In the skills that we are using, we do have the Assault Turret. Again, we are at tier 6 plus 120% damage, 420% health, 30% for the expertise roll. With the mods, 5% damage, 7.5% duration, and 7.5% skill haste. And then we do have the Striker Drone, 120% striker damage, 420% health, 30% for its expertise roll, 7.2% duration, 9.7% health, and 5% damage for our mods. And the gun we are using is a capacitor. You can see that total damage is beautiful for an all blue build, 122.1k damage, 12% for the expertise roll. Rolled with max assault rifle damage, damage to armor, and damage to target out of cover. Now this is the only assault rifle in the game that will give you both damage to armor and damage to target out of cover. And of course we do have that 61 mag. And then the talent is Capacitance. Shooting enemies builds stacks to a cap of 40. Each stack grants 1.5% skill damage. After 5 seconds, stacks decay 1 per second. For each skill tier, gain 7.5% weapon damage. So that's one reason we get so much damage on this gun, is we're getting damage for each skill tier that we have. And of course we do have 6 skill tiers. So with this gun, we get a lot of extra weapon damage, a lot of extra skill damage. So yeah, it's just a beautiful gun. A secondary we're not really using at all. It's the rock and roll. And the stats for the gun, we are sitting at 56% crit chance, 111% crit damage. And if you want to take a look at the armor as well, this is a true 2.1 million armor build. All right, and let's go over the specialization. Of course, we are using Technician, and again, gives us that +1 skill tier, plus 12% damage to drone skill proxies and robotics. Armor Kit also applies to all friendly skill proxies within 10 meters. The Artificer Hive, if you choose to use that, which we are not using on this build. Party members within 5 meters of your deployed and undisrupted skills are immune to shock and disruption. Gain 15% bonus armor while aiming a skill, plus 50% pulse resistance, and I do have this on plus 10% skill damage. And of course, as always, just make sure the gun that you are using is equipped on your specialization so you're getting that extra 15% damage. So that is the build, my friends. I hope you guys give this one a try while these events are going on. Definitely one of the best times in Division 2 history to, farm some of the toughest content the game has to offer, with all of these insane buffs that we are getting with the Tech Overdrive and the Assault Global event. Now, the old saying goes, actions speak louder than words, so I'm gonna leave my full solo legendary run on District Union here for you guys so you can see just how powerful a 2.1 million armor skill build can be during these events. I hope everyone is doing good and staying safe out there, and as always, my YouTube family, take it easy.
You've got your objective. Don't let anything stand in your way.
Agent targeted! Got it.
Like a drone up there. Forward ahead. Right there.
Agents in need of backup.
Hostiles have a drone.
There's one.
Found the target.
Serious trauma detected.
I'm moving up.
Hit him! Got something! Hit him hard! You're flanked! Enemy help! I'm out!
Need to check for
Serious trauma detected.
Negative LOS. Attention agent target.
Targeting! That's a vision agent!
Medical assistance needed.